Compass FM. I've got Michael Flatman back. For those that don't know, Michael is the Chief Executive of the Māia Health Foundation. And a very good morning to you, Michael. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And you?
Oh, really good, thanks. Nice out here in Rangiora. You're in Christchurch, of course, and I do believe that construction is underway of what is known as Kahurangi. We'll have a look at that shortly. But for those that don't know, what is the Māia Health Foundation, Michael?
So we were established 6 years ago, and we're here as a sort of a health foundation to raise funds for key projects within the Canterbury health system. So we were established at the time to, people can cast their minds back to the redevelopment of Christchurch Hospital, so the Waipapa building at Christchurch Hospital. We raised the funds for the rooftop helipad and a range of enhancements to the child health facilities. That was sort of one of the reasons we were established back then. And now we continue to raise funds for much needed equipment or various projects in our health system to help take it from good to great.
Wow, we need you guys, and I congratulate you on the new hospital building. I just think it's beautiful, and I often walk in the Botanic Gardens here and see the helicopters coming in to land on a regular basis. Fantastic that you've been involved in that. Kahurangi, construction is underway, although it's not really a new build, is it? But it's the new child and youth mental health outpatient facility for Canterbury. So what does that mean, and what's happening on site at the moment?
Sure. So at the moment, sadly, roughly 5,000 young people are referred into the specialist mental health service per year in Canterbury. So that's about 400 a month. So it's a lot. And currently they are based out of two facilities, but the primary one is at the Princess Margaret Hospital, in really substandard facilities. They're just not fit for purpose. They're old, they're tired. They weren't specifically designed for mental health treatments and so on. So it was identified, and our board decided to get along with it to help raise the funds to build and create a new facility that's a lot more fit for purpose, will enable a whole heap of new treatment options and just a far nicer environment for both our staff and, of course, our young people to receive the treatment, the care that they really need. And so it's going to the old Canterbury Limited Services building of all things, which is the old laundry for the CDHB, and so that's being extensively redeveloped and refurbished. So the structural strengthening work is underway as of now. It started a couple of weeks ago.
Fantastic. And, 5,000 referrals, that's per year. We really need this facility. Michael, it was more than, 3 years ago when the Māia Health Foundation Board unanimously committed to making child and youth mental health Māia's next major focus. So you've kind of outlined the whys of that, but could you expand on that a bit? About
3 years ago when we were looking for major projects, and so we were approached by, as they were at the time, the Canterbury District Health Board, and about funding this. So funding to redevelop a new youth mental health facility out for the outpatients was declined by the ministry, and so but the reality is the facility is absolutely needed, and so that's when our board decided to get along with that. And it just takes a bit of time, and particularly with the small matter of a bit of a global pandemic getting in the middle of things. In terms of the process of going through and identifying the sites and approving that from a district health board perspective, but that's all behind us now, so we're all underway. The strengthening work is underway now, and then the structural fit out, if you like, from so fitting out the building and facility for all the new rooms and so on. That will commence next year, with the view that by March 2024 the facility will be all completed and occupied.
Fantastic, and it's going to make a difference. In fact, what difference do you think Kahurangi will make, Michael?
A huge difference. So as I mentioned earlier, the current facilities just are not fit for purpose. They're not welcoming, and so they really compromise our wonderful clinical staff. It compromises their ability to help care for our young people. So this new facility will have a range of different options in there, such as sensory modulation rooms, occupational therapy rooms, physiotherapy rooms, play therapy rooms, which they currently don't have now. So it's going to provide a range of options for our young people in their treatment plans, and it's far larger. It also means that our staff, who are currently spread over a couple of sites, will be on the one site, and so that's a lot of efficiencies there, and it's just a warmer, more welcoming, pleasant environment for our staff and for the young people in their whānaus to be to go along and receive the care that they need.
Yeah, I'm seeing dollar signs though. I can't help but think this must be very, very expensive, and you've been turned down, I think you said earlier, by the ministry. So there's obviously a lot of fundraising going on. Well, what sort of dollars are we talking?
So all up the project's sort of in the region of sort of $13-14 million, and of course the old Canterbury DHB, now Te Whatu Ora Waitaha, they've committed a big chunk of money as well, and the Māia Health Foundation, we've committed $6 million for this project. So there is a bit of fundraising to do for us, and it's progressing really well.
How far into the fundraising are you?
Yeah, so we've raised about $3.5 million so far. So we're really pleased. It's sort of we're here where we were sort of planning to be at this point in time. But there was obviously $2.5 million is not a small amount of money. So we will continue to be. Yeah, that's our real focus for the next 18 months, right through until March 2024.
Yep, I'd imagine you need a bit of a hand with that fundraising. How can anyone listening at the moment help? And I'm sure a lot of people would want to, because this is what we need right now. So how can anybody help with your fundraising effort, Michael?
Probably the easiest thing for people to do is head along to our website, and then there's information about the project and information about Māia Health Foundation there. So our website is www.Māia Health. So that's Māia is MAIA Health, all one word, MāiaHealth.org.nz.
Right, let's hope that we can get that $2.5 million and get that $6 million done. Chief Executive for Māia Health, the Māia Health Foundation, Michael Flatman.
Compass FM.